Hello again and welcome to another Beyond All Reason video. In today's video we're looking at a big team battle on DSDR sent in to me by a user called Fontane. So let's jump straight into it. Okay, so this will be the first DSDR video we've looked at on this channel. And let's just have a quick look at the teams before going into positions and such. So on the blue colored team, we have Sabotai, who is again, a very good player. He did quite well in one of the tournaments a while ago. Definitely the player that we rooted for. Jazz Cash, who's one of the devs. Fontane is the user who sent in the video. Looking at the bottom team, we have Flash, who's Sabotai's cohort, should we say. Razotmok, another good player. Unfortunately, I don't know the user Colonel Sanders, but they are quite high rated according to their TS ranking. And so we'll see how this game goes. So, zooming in, we have Crab here going bot already, which is nothing wrong with that. Yep, he's building an LT right there. Meanwhile, Sabotai is up on the north side, slowly pushing forward. He's out before his opponent, Colonel Sanders. Normally, these two positions here are quite risky, but they're very exposed. They don't start with much max. These two positions at the back, here and here. Let me draw it. These two here. Normally the eco-ish spots / air support slots. And then we've got these two positions here are normally supporting the two frontliners with units and such. The middle two players here normally try and push for this and for this hill. As you can see now, Crab is moving up to place the mechs over the hill there to get his third mechs of the game. Struggling to get it to snap, it seems. Meanwhile, 3J has missed his mechs there, so although Crab is really struggling with it. We've got early thugs coming out from Phoenix, and quite a lot of scouts in the middle here. Bit of mixture of units. It's going to be a bit of a mess to begin with until the lines get drawn in the sand, shall we say. 3J getting that mechs in the middle though, and Crab actually giving up that mechs there. It looks like he couldn't actually manage to work out how to add it. Razotmok sending in a bunch of units into the middle. It's not sure whether he's going to just gift them to Flash. Combined strike force from Z, Razotmok and Flash here to get in behind Hare and try and do as much damage, but it is spotted by Moroil. They've got a radar in the middle so they can see all these units. Hare is a bit on his own now though. Don't think those units will actually make it, but they have caused him to be in a bit of a tough spot. Meanwhile, at the top here, Colonel Sanders is getting pushed by those few thugs. This is might actually get to the base. No, there's only the two left. He's not going to be able to do enough damage. He may get that metal extractor if he can get around the back, but not enough. Nope, almost. Meanwhile, Crab has just done the opposite thing to 3J, getting around the back. Doesn't really have anything. He has one LLT there to protect his base, but Crab is getting aggravators, rocket botted. Hare also getting rocket botted. Rocket bots, if you aren't aware, just outranged like laser towers. So if your opponent is building like laser towers, that's what you want to build in order to counter that. Sabotai is now on the hill. I don't know if he'll necessarily better stay there with those maces walking up to him. And we've had the first comm self-destruct. Left side, Bakermo is about to do the same. Here we go, as Jazz Cash is going to Tech 2. And there's Bakermo's comm going. And at the same time, Rogovic's comm also went. Kassar's still going. Quite a big fight down here. How was Sabotage Com? Sabotage Com gets killed at the top. So much going on here, it's difficult to keep track of. Be a rush now to get control of this mech's metal from the wreck. Meanwhile, Hare healing up his bots, trying to keep them alive. He's definitely outnumbered, but there are res bots there that are definitely more effective at that job. Crab maybe about to get surrounded. No, he's good. Cat reclaimed his factory back here and has built it down the hill so he can get stuff closer to it. Same with Colonel Sanders, building more in the middle. A lot of units coming from Moral here, a lot of basic grunts. Desperately trying to keep that metal for Sabotage here. Flash and Hare trading rockets. Oh, there goes that one. Meanwhile, quickly looking at the Tech 2 engineer is out from Jazz Cache. Bottom hasn't, left side hasn't got their engineer out yet, but it will be shortly. Quite a lot of grunts in the middle here. That is definitely enough to kill that middle commander. Doesn't have the energy to degun everything. That commander is dead. It's 5-4 with commanders right now. Lots and lots of pings. Yes, we get it. Trying to secure the wreckage there. Still eating the wreck there. Sabotage, that's good. At least it's getting that metal. They desperately need to get control of this this dead commander rack here. Commanders have a lot of metal, 2,000 metal. They need to try and contest that if they are not going to lose yet another commander. His hair's half health. But he needs to hold that, otherwise there's no way they can get that wreck. Resbot now coming out from Crab. Meanwhile, Kassar's not really contributed anything, unfortunately. He doesn't even have a factory right now. He does have Tech 2. Flash moving his comm up here. Nice D-gun there. They're really trying to keep hold of that wreck. Nice fight in the middle here. Flash definitely controlling it. I don't think they're really going to be able to contest that. They're going to lose that wreck there. Quickly looking away. The wreck was secured by Sabotage. He is going to lose the hill, unfortunately. He's about to get surrounded there. He's definitely lost the engineer and stuff that were up there. Meanwhile, Phoenix is going to try and push up the hill, but I don't know if he's necessarily got enough. Hare maybe about to lose his commander as well. Ooh, 25% health, starting to have to push back. Flash maybe in a bit of an issue here. No, these grunts here are easily going to be able to deal with those aggravators. Green definitely holding off and saving them as much as they can. This bottom player hasn't really done much. Fontane, unfortunately, hasn't really done too much yet to assist. He's ecoing up as much as he can. Meanwhile, we have Result Mark already at Tech 2, gifting a Tech 2 engineer straight away to Z in the middle. Hare holding on. The light blue player here on their side, Crab, really struggling to be able to field anything here. Really need to see these back two players, three players start to pull something out to save the right team. Otherwise, they're going to be in a bit of a pickle. Left team definitely on top right now. They've got that comm-wreck as well. Hare just constantly losing units but not getting any kills on anything either. And resurrection going on from all of the twin guards and stuff here. I mean, the right team do definitely have units, but it's only for so long. Their units are going to be outclassed. Flash is constantly pushing up here with the rocket bots. Nothing he can really do against that, unless he just swarms them, but he's going to be swarming into towers, so... Escom still just taking 3 shots here. 25% health. Let's see what else we've got. We've got some pink right outside of a line of forces of Sabotage. Don't know if that's going to be enough there to hold off. Going to give them X. Lose the engineer. Yep, definitely losing the engineer there. Got what he came for. Meanwhile, Hair falling back again. Sabotage about to get flanked by the yellow player here. Phoenix is okay with... Sabotage is telling Phoenix that he's okay with them doing that. We've got his first set of aircraft out from Jazz Cash. Green pushing in, trying to kill these rocket bots here. First T2 attacking units are on the field. Some pyros built by Flash here. Or gifted, at least, to Flash. He's building them with the Twitcher here. Which is a good use, meaning you don't have to build a factory. You just get the combat engineer that can produce the Tech 2 units for you. And at the same time, Fontane has now started pushing out some fiends as well. So we'll see what happens. Looking at the back here, we've got the first fusion going up for Bakemo. At the same time, fusion going up and a anti-nuke already from which player is this again? Rogo. Hard to tell when they don't have the commanders left. Z Tech 2 doesn't have a Tech 2 factory yet, but that's because he's got one from a Tech 2 engineer from the bottom left player, a Sopmok. And Crab is calling for a surrender. But here come Fontane's fiends. They definitely stopped that push there. It didn't kill too much though, unfortunately, but they're not going to be able to push through to Hare's base now, at least with all these fiends coming out. Big artillery shot. We have an agitator built. Don't often see those. That will cause Crab some issues, at least. Meanwhile, the cat has got quite a lot of metal, getting access to that hill. Phoenix not really doing anything against Colonel Sanders there. He's just got 2 heavy laser towers. Has he gone Tech 2 yet? No, he's still on Tech 1. Sabotage built the advanced geothermal. And he's rebuilding a Tech 1 bot lab. He did get a Tech 2 engineer. Yeah, there it is. And we have Kaiser building his first advanced fusion. Jazz Cash on his first advanced fusion as well. So he is ahead in terms of eco buildings wise. We've got another push here at the top from Morley. Unfortunately, did not accomplish anything. And because of that, we're going to see Crab's base attacked by Pink the Cat. Is he going to push through with his units? No, he's pulling them off. They probably could have got through to that base, and yet he was being quite defensive with them. Because at the same time, Phoenix has pushed forward with his thugs. Be nice to them to get back control of that hill. These units up here by Colonel Sanders are a bit wasted there. Could definitely do something better with them. Meanwhile, Fontane has produced a lot of fiends here. Definitely helping secure Hare's front line here. Flash just can't push straight through with all those Tech 2 units there. So the cat thinks there's Tech 2 up here, which there's a Tech 2 engineer, but that's about it. And he's saying to rebuild the agitator instead. Because he wants to build the Tech 2 artillery instead, the rattlesnake. But now there's a bit of slow time here. Whilst we've got a bit of slow time here, waiting for people to do stuff, let's have a quick look at the stats. So in terms of, we're just going to look at team because it's easier that way. Metal produced 136k to 135. Very, very close in metal produced here. Energy produced. The red team has produced about 400k less energy. Aggression level, you can see the people here that have not really done anything. And that noise was Kaiser losing a self-D'ing, I think, a bunch of his advanced solars. Why he would do that and not just reclaim them, don't quite know. The artillery again causing Crab here to have issues. Can't really push forward with rocket bots against HLTs. They're just gonna get slaughtered. He's also got a exploiter here, which is actually a good use of an exploiter, being that it's on the front line. So both teams kind of keeping a distance. Both teams starting to get air up. But for the left team, it's Rasopmok. For the right team, it's Jazzcash. Flash giving away all his metal. Again, just building more fiends here with this construction engineer. Fortunately, he can't really build anything else. See if he builds that more eco and actually gets a Tech 2 factory of his own. Fontane pushing everything he has into fiends here. This is a substantial amount of fiends. 31 total. That's a lot more than what Flash has. Will he be able to do anything with it? They need to be careful because they can definitely friendly fire themselves. So that's a big cause for concern here. He has stopped production now in order to get his own fusion up. Pop-up turret there. Easily dealing with the grunts. Meanwhile, Crab getting some shots off. Unfortunately, again, not really doing anything. Meanwhile, the top side here. Sabotage just built a artillery. Yeah, that's starting to cause a bit of a dent. He's got it on high arc as well, so that it doesn't end up hitting a wall. I'm going to send these forward, probably just to scout and see what's there. We've got some air coming in here, some gnats maybe. And now he has vision, he can fire on it. Fortunately, is he going to be able to keep that repaired? And meanwhile on the middle hill, just held out quite well there. Look here, look here. Lots of shurikens here appearing. I think they're going to use that to try and push forward. Bottom team doesn't really have any air defense at all, so that would work quite well. They'd have to bring the very few amount of fighters that they have across. Left team definitely has a better fighter screen. But we are seeing Sheldons coming out from Hare here, which are the right unit to use here to hit that long range stuff. Don't think neither team has the artillery thing that makes the targeting links. No teams have targeting links, yeah. Big amount of units coming through here, although not really going to accomplish anything. Although saying that, there might be enough there to push through. This is Tech 2 defense. Is it enough to take out the engineers? Or no, don't think it will be. Left side has lost their artillery. They're really trying to get that artillery, but it ain't going to go. Oh, meanwhile, the stuns doing enough. Cause Fontane some issues. Fighters coming in to deal with the stuns. And the number advantage there that Fontane has definitely secured that for him. Flak's already up on the left side, stopping any use of the fighters over them. Seems those fighters were gifted. Yep, from Jazzcash, so he's got his own air. Again, back to a bit of a stalemate. Definitely some movement going on here. Stopping any sort of hold on this side. So it's a matter of time, I think, until they push through here. It's not really many units left, but neither team really has the units to push through at the top. Meanwhile, big push on the bottom, both sides at the same time here. How much damage will either side do? We'll see. Fontane hesitating with his units, not pushing in. These ones here are EMP'd, not able to move. A lot of them just dying straight away. Meanwhile, the top push took out a first line of defense at least, but Fontane losing quite a lot of fiends there for no reason whatsoever. Another EMP going off in those Sheldons. Just quickly looking back here, does someone have an EMP launcher, or is that EMP bombs going off? It must be EMP bombs. I'm not seeing a launcher. So both teams now having Sheldons. Flash has done his job holding the front line long enough for support to come in. Got sniper bots and air defense now coming out from Flash. Definitely going to do the job. Fontane pushing in again. The cloaky radar jammer doing its job. No one's going to be able to see that and be able to shoot it with the Sheldons. We need something coming from this player here. So far, they've still not contributed anything from a game perspective. At least this player on this left side has built the fighter screen for them. Meanwhile, let's see, both teams just pounding artillery at each other down here. Much is going to come from that. He says as... Nope, they're still just grouping up. Sniper bots are going to do their job. This side here is actually getting all the stuff resurrected, so the push is a bit wasted. Quick look at the top here. Got a spy bot from Colonel Sanders. Very interesting. Definitely don't see those often. Whereas we have Sabotage with a Tech 2 engineer trying to stealth reclaim everything. That's quite ballsy. And will not last very long at all. We have another pop-up here hitting on the wall. Against the Tech 1 pop-up. We'll see how that works. Crab building a very isolated Tech 2 factory there. Bottom side here getting pushed back. I don't know if he's paying attention. His comms getting absolutely pounded. Might die here if he doesn't move it. He's moved it and cloaked it. Don't know if this is going to be enough. He's out of energy. He does survive. It's a lot of pyros here. If they actually move them up, 47 of them in total, might be able to rush them down, but he's starting to lose his eco. Meanwhile, we've got Tech 3 out from Kazar. He'll be the first Tech 3 on the field. We've got a 4 rolling out. Let's see if that's going to play an impact on it. The MP missiles of the 4 are quite strong, so we'll see how that goes. All this time, Crab is basically down to no units left now. He cannot defend himself whatsoever. Meanwhile, we've got a TAC nuke being built by Colonel Sanders here. As those units for Sabotage literally just walk in and got obliterated. Not much up in the way of anti-nukes for either team, but no team really building nukes yet, so that's fine. Fontane pushing in with his fiends. He got a couple of sniper bots there, but not enough to really make too big of an impact. We'll see how this 4 is going to deal. I mean, our Sabotage is getting pushed in here. He actually doesn't really have any defenses to stop that. At least Phoenix, I'll have to hope to hold off. And here comes in the 4. And they're going to rush it in. Where's the support? Why is no one helping it? Hare, why aren't you supporting? Four now almost dead because Hare was just completely oblivious. It did take out all of the fiends that were there, but Hare is going to have to repair that Tech 3 for him because that ain't going to survive otherwise. Meanwhile, Colonel Sanders pushing in the top. Look at the tick plays there. Killing that. What an awesome job. The pop-up rattlesnake, all the EMPs going off. Spybot's probably causing that. Phoenix may have to use his D-gun here in order to survive. His factories and stuff are gone. Zeus's are out though, so that should stop that. Crab constantly complaining that he's dead, yet he's still alive. Flash still able to hold the front line here. Match is still very much looking like left side is winning. However, top left players here not really doing too much. They're building up a lot of eco, but at least the right side is actually starting to do stuff. Got some EMP missile launchers being built and some Tech 1 spam and air from Jazz Cash being built now to support with scouts and such. Meanwhile, how long till that 4's repaired? Going to be a little while yet. Arbitrators doing their job. Long range hitting. Here comes a second 4. Left side is still yet to get any tech 3s on the go. See if the right team can actually win the game with these T3s. It's a big question now. Can they hold off long enough? The tac nuke's going off, killing lots of Sabotag's army here. Unfortunately, Sanders doesn't really have anything to back that up, unfortunately. Except now gunships are coming across, so we'll see if the gunships come into play. Oh, cheeky spy bot here that has now been spotted and dead. Please. Sorry, ticks. Getting zapped. He's waiting for the fusion to come online before he EMPs. Oh, there's tanking that pulsar shot. Is he going to attack pink instead? Using all of Crab's Tech 1 stuff there to just soak up some shots. Where is he going with these? He is planning on going top. Out of the way of the pulsar, but the pulsar has a long range. That's still going to hit him. He also needs some air defense because one's already almost dead. Definitely done a lot of damage there though. He needs some fighter support. A lot of gunships coming in. He's probably going to end up giving that 4 up. There's no way, I don't think that's going to make it back. Desperately needs some air cover. Where's the air support? No air support at all. No one moving anything to help. And there goes one of the 4s. One of them made it back at least, but it's not going to be too much longer till another one's done. A couple of seconds or so. Gunships definitely paid for their price. We've got some recluses from Sabotage up the north there. And that gunship goes down instantly. Shame it wasn't a little bit sooner. Yeah, well, we've got a nice push here from Sabotage. Will he be able to stop a pulsar being built? Definitely. Definitely. Oh, the tac nuke on the recluses, though. A big chunk of them dead. Not a lot of air defenses here as well. Colonel Sanders going to have to probably use his D-gun here. All of the assault units coming in. I don't think those recluses are going to actually make it up the hill, though. Those pit bulls and the gunships are definitely going to hold off long enough. No, there we go, all dead. Sumo falling back. Probably be better here for Colonel Sanders to just continue attack on spam, just so that he can support the 4s and keep them alive. Left team got the reclaim from that 4 though, so everything happening in the middle here. At the middle bottom at least. Middle top. Doesn't seem like much progress is being made. He did push across, but neither side really controls this top section here. A lot of gunships as well. As we zoom in here, we see Sabotage's secret plan. But at the same time, we have a very ballsy play here from Rog. That looks like that might take a substantial amount of time. Also, at the same time, we have Shivas out from Resoplock. So that's a lot of Shivas, actually. Yes, 4 Shivas to 3 4s. I feel like the right team definitely needs more air defense here. Anti-nuke on the front line as well, doing its job. Left team definitely has more in the way of air units as well, just in terms of general fighter screen, at least by the looks of it. And huge amounts of Shivas being pumped out here by Resoplock. Z's kind of hold off his production a bit to get some eco up. Meanwhile, let's have a quick look here. We've got more gunships coming out from this top left player. The yellow player here, he's the one that's building the lull cannon. He's going to need quite a substantial bit more of energy for that. Oh, we missed the advanced geo going up there. Must be from yes, the Ballisco is now up and running. He's manually targeting it as well. And also at the same time, Jazz Cash has one up and running, as well as a EMP missile launcher. How far does that EMP missile launcher cover? Well, all the way to Flash's base. So we can hit all of this here, which does actually have an EMP missile launcher right on the front line there as well. EMP, very strong. Not to be underestimated. We have a large amount of grunt spam here coming out from Fontane. So we're about to see a big push on the bottom, I believe. The Jaskash artillery hitting right next to Flash. Not seeing if he's paying attention. It'd be useful if he hit the pulsar instead. Very large amount of Shivas here. I don't know if they necessarily notice yet. Also, this big push here as well. A lot of pawns here. The Fiends should pretty much deal with them though, as the flames just go through and hit multiple stuff. That may give them the hint that well, it's an interesting stalemate at this point. Both teams building lull cannons. I do feel like Jazzcash might get his completed first. It's at 9%, 10%. Whereas this one's only going to take 125 minutes. So, you know, plenty of time. You know, who needs to worry? That'll definitely win the game. It'll be up in no time at all. Big fight, big push here. We've got Shivas going off. Cloak snipers being detected. And the catapult in the back. Getting hit by the long-range rockets here. The catalyst going off. The swarm from Fontane. Will it get in and do anything? Oh, unfortunately, I think the Fiends might get through and get that anti-nuke down, maybe. Not much he could do to stop that. The 4s, I don't think the 4s are going to do enough against all of these Shivas. He needs to use those EMP missiles, which he did use quite well there. Another Shiva dead. Shiva's going down actually really quickly here. 4's definitely very strong here. There's a lot of 4s. All of the Shiva's dead now. The EMP missiles definitely doing their job. And now we see the counter push. All the Shiva's dead. Fontane using his his Tech 1 spam here to soak up the shots. EMP missiles hit the pulsar so they can push in. Needs some air support here so they can deal with the gunships. Looks like the fours are actually going to pull back. Needs those gunships taken care of. Fortunately, no air support at all. Fontane calling for air. One of the fours has just walked straight in. He hoping he can find Flash's comm. Which, to be fair, is very close. Flash probably going to go for the D gun. No. Oh, Flash's comm's found, but not quick enough. The fences on that side, though, are gone. Here comes the air push. Fighters going in. Slowly killing off the gunships. Needs more air defense there, though. Fours having to pull back. Meanwhile, quick look at the top here. And Sabotage has some damage here, but not enough. More important is this side here. With the gunships get killed quick enough. The gunships are dead. Shame is a bit behind. Jazzcash does look like he may have the air advantage now. Seems like left team have stopped building a lot of gunships. And rather than fighters. Kind of Sandham's comm bit open here. Will he be able to not lose his comm here? Yes, the D-gun should have saved him there. Yes. Now our gunship's heavily going for that. A lot of paralyzer drones there. But the tables have turned, I would say. These fours from Kaiser, it didn't do much to begin with. Definitely come into play now. We have some all-terrain artilleries from the Cat coming in. Meanwhile, a large push towards Phoenix. Phoenix, after losing the top there, didn't really have much left. More fours coming out as well. Gunships again. Weakness of fours, they have no air defense. They really need some assistance from air units here to stop that. Counter push here from these sumos. They're not really going to do much. They're just more of a hindrance, if anything. Sabotage is telling them to fall back with the Phoenix's comm. I'm not sure if Sabotage can really hold that off. He's got enough eco to pump out units very quickly, so that's not really a problem. Jazzcash does have an anti-nuke. Yep. Is any team building nukes yet? No, but we have nuke bombers coming out. Fours being built on the north side. No nukes at all from either team, which is not surprising how prevalent anti-nukes are. Flash seems to have revived the fours that died in his area, so that's useful for him. Fontane pushing out a very, very large grunt swarm here. Providing vision and so on. These vanguards may cause a bit of a problem. Can't seem to be shot by anything and have perfect angle on Crab's base. And here come the nuke bombers as well, hitting the sumos. Mammoths, sorry, they're now called. The lol cannon is 1 minute away. Where is it going to target? But on the field, we also have a Juggernaut in the middle here. Flash now with 4 fours. He has his own experimental gantry. So it's 4 versus 5 fours. Oh no, 16 fours in total on the map right now. EMP bombers. Don't know if that was worth it, considering he had nothing really to hit them with. Oh, he's trying to chase them down with the mammoths. Would have been maybe nicer for him to wait a little bit before doing that, probably. And yeah, so this open area in the middle now, just coming to a wasteland. It's going to be 4 versus 4s. But rush to reclaim stuff as quick as they can. Crab really not happy and just wanting to give up. I wouldn't say that this game is over yet. The rapid fire artillery is almost done, as opposed to their one, which is 119 minutes away. So that's gonna 2 more hours and they'll be done. Yeah, exactly. So once this comes online, we may see a big change. This will be able to hit anywhere on the map. So Flash's comms open, they're going to know. A big push of Shivas and another Bear Moth coming out as well. You definitely need to pull something out. They have just seen the rapid fire as they're pinging it. And here comes... They're trying to hit the advanced fusions. And that is the whole of Flash's base dead. Flash is only got what he's got on the field, and that is it. Let's see how much that plays. Meanwhile, Jazzcash now aiming for Colonel Sanders. Don't know if he would have been better aiming that at the middle of this sheer amount of Shivas about to come in. Now Flash has no energy to use those 4s. So he's having to pull back, and his comm died with all of them. Flash now completely out of the game. At the same time, though, we've got a bunch of Shivas pushing into Crab's base. No Tech 3 there to stop him. Are these 4s going to turn back and try and help? All of the pings going off as blue team saw the rapid fire as well. Little do they know it's going to take forever for that to be built. The Juggernaut down as well. The Kaiser's 4s here definitely a pain for themselves in terms of damage dealt. Killing the Shivas really quickly. Reclaim bots here ready to go as soon as the area is clear. Can left team pull that back? Oh, the rapid fire taking out all of the Cat's eco on this little peninsula here. If it gets this chain back here, they're going to have some problems. Most of the left team have actually resigned now as well, giving up to the fate that the cannon has been built. There is no way they're going to get it turned around in time. Resotmok being a stronghold here, saying never give up, never surrender. This eco may be safe. We'll have to see. But with the top 2 players here cancelling out, Sabotage is going to be able to just walk up the hill with his recluses. And without Flash there, Fontane's Grunt Swarm is just going to be able to walk into Resotmok's base, who now finally resigns. And yeah, I think that might be it. That one log cannon getting built definitely turned the tide there. As soon as Flash's economy died, all changed. I'm going to turn this down a little bit while we've talked this out at the end here. Yeah, as soon as Jazzcash got that rapid fire artillery up, it killing Flash's economy. All of Flash's Tech 3 couldn't fight, and that was it pretty much after that. We see a nice final ending here of all the grunts just getting evaporated by the res towers, actually unable to do any meaningful damage, unfortunately. I mean, there's a lot of them coming in. Eventually they'll do stuff, but Juggernaut holding off here till the bitter end. Just not giving a damn at all. Unfortunately, this player trying to build the lull cannon here with just a single unit was never going to finish. You can see by Jazzcash's eco here that he had a lot. He still doesn't have enough energy to fire the whole thing at rapid fire, but boom, all of that eco chaining there. Sorry, unfortunately, I didn't catch it. And there at the bottom, all the eco going as well. And yeah, so that's it. Well played to everyone. A bit of back and forward, was very close in the middle there, but yeah, as soon as Jazzcash managed to get that rapid fire up, the only thing I would say is that Jazzcash, or just some of the back-end players, could have done a bit better with their aircraft support. The amount of times that Kaiser had to pull back his fours because they were just getting hit by gunships that had no sort of air defense. However, saying that, Fontane could have potentially, or Moral, could have thrown in some land-air units, which could have air defense units, which could have helped as well, and that could have changed the tide a bit earlier. But yeah, so rather than waiting for Z to slowly die, we're just going to call it there. So thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.